Section 3.5, rate of change. Rate of change is a fancy way of saying slope. So what we're going to have in this section, we're going to have a bunch of word problems. The word problems are going to ask us something about rate of change, which means we're really looking for slope.
All right, so rate of change. Here's a good example. I'm on page 164 of the book, and I'm looking at problem 12. Problem 12 says, in Manhattan, the average price of a one-bedroom condominium is $1,040,441, and that of a three-bedroom condominium is $3,515,529. Find the average rate of change of price with respect to the number of bedrooms.
Okay, so what I see out of problem 12, they're looking for the average rate of change of price with respect to rooms, number of rooms. So what they're telling me is I want price with respect to number of rooms. So this is going to be our slope, or our rate of change. Now remember what slope tells you. Slope tells you change in y over change in x, rise over run. So what they're telling me is I must have a couple of points that look like this. The x-coordinate must be number of rooms, oops, and the y-coordinate must be price. All right, so what do I see? I see a one-bedroom apartment. This is number 12, by the way, on page 164. A one-bedroom apartment costs $1,040,411, while a three-bedroom apartment costs $3,515,529. So I gotta find the slope. That's what they're asking me to find. Find the average rate of change. So my slope is y2 minus y1. It's 3515529 minus 1040411 divided by 3 minus 1. Grab my calculator, type that up, and see what I get. According to my calculator, I got 1,237,559. So what does that tell me? Well, what that tells me is every time I go to get an apartment and I want one more room, one more bedroom, it's going to cost me about $1.2 million to add a room. So if I want a four-bedroom apartment, I take that $3.5 million, I add $1.2 million, it's going to cost me $4.7 million for a four-bedroom apartment. All right, let's take a look at another problem here. Let's take a look at number 18. And this is one that's on page 165.
Okay, number 18 says the percentage of all U.S. workers who are in a union was 12.1% in 2007 and has decreased by about 0.29 percentage points per year. Let P be the percentage of workers who are in a union at T years since 2007. Part A, find the slope. Okay, well, the slope, we've got two numbers given to us, really. We've got 12.1% and 0.29% per year. Which one is the slope? Remembering that slope is a ratio, slope is a fraction, the slope has to be the 0.29. Except we need to be careful because it says decreased by 0.29. So our slope would be negative 0.29. What does this mean? Well, it means exactly what it says in the sentence. Our number of U.S. workers who are in a union has decreased by 0.29% per year. That's all it says. It's really given to you right there in the problem. Part B, find the p-intercept. Well, the p-intercept has to be the other number, I suppose, but why does that make sense? Well, the p-intercept would be what was happening at the start when you were first looking at your information. We're starting to look at our information at 2007, so that would be time 0. So at time 0, our percent of union workers was 12.1%. So there's our p-intercept. Our p-intercept is 0, 12.1%. We would just write 12.1. And it means in 2007, 12.1% of U.S. workers were in a union. All right, now to do the last two parts, I'm going to go back to my pen and do a little writing here.
All right, so here's where we are. Number 18, so far we said M is negative 0.29, which is our workers percent decreases by 0.29% per year. And our intercept was 12.1, which means in 2007, 12.1% of the workers were in a union. Part C, find the equation. Well, normally we use y equals mx plus b, except in this problem, we're not using x and y, we're using p and t. So p is our percent, p is our y, and t is our time. So we would really have p equals mt plus b. So we would have p equals our m we decided was 0.29, so that would be 0.29t, negative 0.29, plus 12.1. Part D, find the percentage of workers who will be in a union in the year 2014. All right, so we're going to plug in a time number. We started in 2007, and we're ending in 2014, which means T is 7 years. 7 years have gone by. So P would be negative 0.29 times 7 plus 12.1. I grabbed my calculator. I got to type that in here. Negative 0.29 times 7 plus 12.1. Calculator tells me 10.07% of the U.S. workers would be in a union in the year 2014.